He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Using his legs, it's Randall. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Right offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dances away to buy time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabs behind the line. It's Brinson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the move. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Rides the back and leaves it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Clemson set up with another first down. Defense showing blitz here. Got it behind the line. It's Randall. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 30. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Fires to the right. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. late in the half. Here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Jennings. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. A shot toward the end zone, and he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Ball carried by the running back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, those are so hard to defend. The quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. Just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. To throw, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job, bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You've got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any
catch inside the 30 and still running. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently. And now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Nice job there by the QB on his zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
Get set, get set.
The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense, because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Klubnik. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Harden. They'll rip off 8 on that play, it's 2nd and 2. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Touchdown, SMU. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time. Got a man. It's Brenson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harden. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. That little swing pass to the right was high percentage, low productivity.
And you see this a lot in college football. This is like a run now. This is an outside run. I'm going to dump it to the running back really quickly to try to get him on the perimeter in space. It didn't work. The defense was ready for it, came up and made a nice tackle.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to